Coping with feelings like grief or anger or worry could be the last thing you want to do because they're unpleasant or because it hurts, or maybe simply because you're simply so exhausted or you feel delicate and exposed. Perhaps you feel foolish because you're already irritated or because you don't know how. In truth, many of us don't know where to start. We don't know what it looks like to experience a feeling because we just haven't done it or done it all that much. Frankly, the thought that we may, as the term puts it, lose contact with our feelings when we ponder on it is a very contradictory one. How could we lose touch with feelings that belong to us? It appears we were constructed in such a manner that knowledge of most of what our thoughts and our bodies go through is in no way automatic. It is mediated by the acceptance and understanding of other individuals we know well enough. Some days we would know the truth, but many of our feelings are like bells that have no solid wire back to the awareness. They normally ring a frequency that isn't picked up by our thoughts when these have been tuned wrongly. This may, for example, happen around tiredness. Our body may have grown extremely weary over many years, or consciousness might simply not be interested because it's been calibrated to respond only to an agenda set stored by the fast-paced pursuit of status and money. Or we might feel hugely anxious or in a rage with someone, but consciousness might not care because we have been ordered to be confident or extremely good. Or there might be a profound sadness inside us, but the feeling might not earn our attention because we're meant to be privileged people with nothing to complain about. Feelings often are far from great and often should not be followed. But we should realize that if we ignore, reject, or dismiss them altogether, the price will always be greater and worse. They will exert a huge negative subterranean impact throughout the rest of our life. One of the too often ignored, but vital skills of life is to learn to commit ourselves to appropriately diagnosing and repatriating our own and others' exiled sentiments. Why do we ignore all feelings like this? Is it because we normally only notice those feelings to which other people, notably persons in our childhoods, pay attention, and conversely ignore those which they sideline or disparage? Knowing how to care for ourselves relies on having been cared for by others. We listen to ourselves because those around us have listened to us. The key to learning to reconnect with feelings honestly and completely is to come to a point where we learn to listen to ourselves rather than dismiss our mind and body's signals and calls. When we quiet our intense emotions and repeatedly blame or punish ourselves for feeling the way we do, we end up burying our feelings even deeper. And when we do that, it compels our body to send out stronger signal after signal until we're compelled to halt and pay attention. We learn to be interested, attentive, and present with ourselves instead of heaping on more and more unpleasant ideas and sensations. We offer a safe environment for these emotions to come up and communicate to us. So how can we reconnect with our feelings? Find your mission. Reconnecting with yourself provides you an opportunity to enjoy your abilities and learn what motivates you. When you recognize this, the more you can show up for people and the more you can offer to the environment around you. It's time to understand what motivates you. What makes you feel the most alive? Your mission in life. Discovering your purpose isn't always simple. Humans are locked in disempowering routines that bind us in a cycle of failure. We follow a template for happiness that we did not build, allowing society or our family to set expectations on us. We go for money, power, and position without tying it back to something greater, how we feel, and that's how we fail. Start journaling. Like music, singing, and the power of rhythm and dance, writing may also play a part in connecting with your emotions. Writing about the way your events and experiences made you feel might help you understand and accept your feelings. Writing down your ideas regarding current events or what occurred to you that day will help you clarify your opinions. Writing down your thoughts may make them stronger. The advantages of journaling go beyond how to connect with oneself. It may help you alleviate anxiety, increase your memory, and shift your mindset. It may help you concentrate on the good. It may even help you attain your objectives. Writing something that no one else is supposed to read enables your ideas, emotions, desires, wishes, and traumas to expose themselves. At first, there may be reluctance, but with experience, one's inner self is prepared for that time to express what is longing to be disclosed. Invite your inner self onto the paper. Be creative. When we give room for creativity to be expressed, things start to happen. Creative endeavors help us to relax and calm our minds sufficiently so that ideas and sensations we've been puzzled about might start to come out in various ways. Set aside 15 to 30 minutes when you simply begin to write, draw, or even doodle. There doesn't need to be a strategy, framework, or intended result. Simply start and see what occurs. Hang in there. It will be tempting throughout this process to seek out happy emotions while avoiding painful sensations. It makes sense. Who wants to feel nasty things? But this strategy of avoidance may also perpetuate emotional numbness. You cannot deliberately numb our feelings, simply experiencing what's easy and suffocating what's hard. You may get the complete spectrum or nothing at all. So be conscious of your predisposition to shy away from grief, rage, and despair. During this phase, experiencing and tolerating any emotion is an accomplishment. We hope you liked this video, like and subscribe for more educative videos like this.